Shopping for a gaming keyboard that best suits your needs can be confusing, but we'll keep it simple. The most important factors to consider are the latency, how responsive a keyboard is, switch types, the feeling of the key press and the noise it makes, and the overall comfort and feel. From there, you can decide if you'd like additional features like RGB backlighting, media controls, or software customization options that help you make your board feel just right for you. Most gamers look for mechanical keyboards as they typically offer lower latency, more features, and better build quality, so our recommendations lean more toward mechanical offerings. If you're looking for a gaming keyboard on a strict budget, check out our recommendations for the best budget gaming keyboards. But before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more upcoming video like this. Number 1. SteelSeries Apex Pro. The best gaming keyboard we've tested is the SteelSeries Apex Pro TKL. This keyboard stands out for having an adjustable pre-travel distance feature. You can set the sensitivity of your key presses or even assign 2 inputs depending on how far down you press your key. Whether you want a nearly instant actuation point for competitive gaming or a longer pre-travel distance for general typing, you can customize each key individually within a wide range to best suit your needs. This keyboard also includes a detachable wrist rest for added support, a rare feature for keyboards of its size. Speaking of size, if you're interested in this keyboard but looking for an even more compact version to give you the most room for sweeping mouse movements, check out the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini. Or, if you prefer a version that includes a numpad, look no further than the full-size SteelSeries Apex Pro. Also, if you prefer wireless keyboards so you don't have cables cluttering your desk, most Apex Pro boards have wireless versions available. Number 2. Corsair K70 RGB. At a mid-range price point, we recommend the Corsair K70 RGB TKL. In addition to its outstanding gaming performance, the K70 RGB TKL features excellent build quality with a hard plastic chassis, durable PBT keycaps, and ergonomic kickstands that open sideways so you don't accidentally collapse them if you accidentally nudge your board. Performance-wise, this keyboard has a maximum polling rate of 8000 Hz, which means it reports your keystrokes to your computer much more often than most gaming keyboards. This feature contributes to this keyboard's near millisecond latency and provides a very fluid and responsive in-game experience, especially when combined with the light-to-press Cherry MX switches. You can get this keyboard with either classic Cherry MX red switches or Cherry MX speed switches. Both switch types feel very light and smooth, but the speed switches have a slightly shorter pre-travel, making them very quick to actuate. Number 3. Razer Huntsman Mini. If the more expensive options on this list are a bit out of your price range, we recommend the Razer Huntsman Mini as a more budget-friendly model. This board uses Razer's optical switches, available in clicky or linear varieties. While these switches feel like standard mechanical switches, they use a beam of light to register keystrokes. Combined with how lightweight these switches are, the result is an extremely responsive feeling experience. Like other Razer options, this keyboard offers all the standard customization features with Razer's Synapse 3 software, including macro programming, per-key RGB backlighting effects, and onboard storage for custom profiles. The build quality on this keyboard is also excellent, and it feels very sturdy even compared to the more premium options on this list. One of its major selling points is its gaming-friendly compact size that takes up very little room on your desk, giving your setup a minimal look and leaving plenty of room for sweeping mouse movements. Unfortunately, this board has a fairly high profile, like most other options here. It doesn't include a wrist rest, so you may consider buying one separately for the most comfortable gaming experience. Number 4. Razer Black Widow V4 Pro. The Razer Black Widow V4 Pro is the ultimate, full-size, feature-packed customizable gaming keyboard to outfit your battle station. It's got everything you could need or want: 8 dedicated macro keys, a programmable multifunction Razer command dial for dedicated media keys and a volume roller, and a plush, padded detachable wrist rest that lights up when you connect it to the keyboard. The Black Widow V4 Pro is a wired keyboard that comes with Razer Green, clicky, or Razer Yellow, linear, mechanical switches. It features an aluminum alloy top plate, double-shot ABS keycaps, and has bright, per-key RGB as well as underglow with a total of 38 zones when the wrist rest is connected. It's not our favorite gaming keyboard for typing on, that's up next, but the typing experience is decent. The Razer green switches are tactile, clicky, and loud, and the case has 2 layers of dampening foam. Number 5. Asus ROG Azoth. Most gaming keyboards are designed for gaming, not typing. That doesn't mean they're bad for typing, they're usually still pretty good, better than a non-mechanical keyboard, anyway, but they focus on gaming first and prioritize features like flashy RGB over tactile feel and sound. The Asus ROG Azoth, however, is one of the best keyboards for both gaming and typing that we've ever used, and we're pretty impressed that it comes from a mainstream gaming company and not a boutique keyboard supplier. The ROG Azoth is a gasket mount mechanical keyboard with a 75% form factor that's slightly smaller than a TKL. It's wireless, with both 2.4 GHz wireless and Bluetooth connectivity, and it features double-shot PBT keycaps, a metal top plate, and 3 layers of sound dampening foam inside its plastic chassis, plastic so as not to interfere with the wireless signal. It comes with Asus NX switches in red, linear, brown, tactile, or blue, clicky, and Asus packages it with a full accessory kit, which includes keycap and switch pullers, extra switches, and a DIY lube station so you can have ultimate control of the keyboard's sound and feel. Number 6. Logitech G915 Lightspeed. If you want the speed and slimness afforded by low-profile mechanical switches, the Logitech G915 Lightspeed is the best gaming keyboard you can buy. This is a premium gaming experience through and through. That means a row of G macro keys for leveraging during battle, dedicated media controls, including an Epic volume wheel roller, and even multiple connectivity options. You can go tried and true wired, use Logitech's reliable dongle connection, or store the dongle in the keyboard's built-in compartment and use Bluetooth. This makes connecting to multiple devices a little easier too. The G915 Lightspeed has earned a popular reputation but comes at a price. Despite its $250 MSRP, there's no wrist rest, USB pass-through or premium keycaps resistant to smudging. As mentioned in our Logitech G915 TKL review, the smaller version of this keyboard is more affordable but forgoes even more luxuries, most noticeably G keys. Number 7. Keychron K2. The last couple of years has led to lots of people taking up new hobbies, and one big one has been the world of building your own keyboard with a case, switches, PCB, and so on. You'll need to understand what a mechanical keyboard is to do this. In generalist's eyes, the Keychron K2 has marked itself out as a marvelous entry-level keyboard that can act as a gateway into the wider world of mechanicals. The use cases of K2 as both a Windows and Mac keyboard also lend themselves to the fact you can get plenty of different MX stem keycap sets to completely change the keyboard's look, be it from Keychron themselves or other places online. In the box, you get a taste of swappable Mac or Windows function keys dependent upon the platform you're using, which are simple to take off and replace with the bundled keycap puller. Number 8. Razer Huntsman V2 Analog. Combining the latest optical technology and Razer's analog mechanical key switches, the Razer Huntsman V2 Analog is good enough to get a 5-star rating from us. That's underselling it. This gaming keyboard delivers the best typing and gaming experience of any keyboard we've tested in the last few months, with extremely satisfying tactile feedback and a wrist rest that's designed to let you game for longer. It allows actuation point adjustments between 1.5mm to 3.6mm in increments of 0.1mm, which is a blessing for any competitive players. And it boasts dual macro ability so you can program 2 actions on a single key press across different pressures. Rounding those features out are the most comfortable wrist rest we've ever used and a built-in twin cable. As far as keyboards go, it is sitting on the expensive side of things, but it's definitely worth it. Number 9. Corsair K100 Air Wireless. The Corsair K100 Air Wireless might have blown away the likes of the Logitech G915 and Razer Deathstalker V2 Pro in terms of performance and features. It isn't going to be for those who need something kid out or want to save money on gaming peripherals, but as a premium option, it certainly gives you a lot of bang for your buck. It's not just thinner and better to type on, it's also a lot faster with that 8000 Hz refresh rate, making it terrific for esports. Feature-wise, it boasts media keys, hotkeys, and dedicated macro buttons, as well as its ability to layer different RGB lighting effects via the iCUE software. Performance-wise, we found it to roll out incredibly fast responses, even when you're slumming it at 2000 Hz. Combine that with the pre-travel of 0.8mm, and your key presses are registering long before the key bottoms out. You'll find this low-profile keyboard to be incredibly responsive, whether you're a casual gamer or a pro. Number 10. HyperX Alloy Origin 60. HyperX's contender, for example, the Alloy Origin 60, is the best option if you're looking for a mini keyboard that's affordable yet extremely reliable. Some corners are cut, yes. At the same time, you're getting a premium build and excellent performance, so it's still worth every penny. During our testing, the HyperX Red, linear, key switches proved to be very responsive. We found that their 45G actuation force and 1.8mm actuation point offers you an edge even when you need to press the same key multiple times in quick succession. When it comes to design and build, the keyboard body is crafted from aircraft-grade aluminum while the keycaps are made of durable PBT material. Plus, the RGB lighting is well implemented and there's plenty of key customizations to make it truly yours. All that without charging you a premium makes this a budget-friendly choice to gamers who want to switch to a mini keyboard.